Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to your Amazing Edge podcast, Spicy Friday edition. Today we're talking about the Relationship Medicine Cabinet. And this is a show where we hand you simple, proven tools to keep your love healthy, happy, and seriously spicy. I'm Zev Halpern in Washington, D.C.
And I'm Sarah Polyakov in Seattle, and we are broadcasting nationwide, coast to coast, and worldwide. So be sure to tune in. So we're glad you're here with us today. If your relationship feels a little routine lately, this episode is your prescription. We're talking about how to stock your romantic pantry, that a little stash of ideas, notes, and surprises that keep the magic alive. And even on the busiest days, that's what the romantic pantry is about.
Exactly. Think of it as your little kitchen pantry, except instead of the pasta and the olive oil, you got romance on demand. And today we're going to try to share some of our favorite ways to build that pantry, re romanticize your relationship, and turn ordinary moments into something very special. But before we start, Sarah and I have been at the drawing board and in the lab big time over the past few months. And we're about to unleash our new website and community. And even our mascot, Cyber Screamer, is out there making waves all over social media. So if you're an Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, you're going to see Cyber Screamer and you're going to see Cyber Screamer's antics. And
Yeah.
we look forward to hearing your feedback about anything we're doing, especially this podcast. Please, if you hear, join us, jump in. We're happy to uh, answer any questions, and we love your comments.
So let's start with the basics. What does a romantic pantry look like in real life?
So it's a good question. It's like a romantic war chest, a small box, a drawer. You remember they used to have us do these cigar boxes and even a cute suitcase to keep somewhere handy. Inside, put note cards, post-it pads, markers, a few ideas you've written down, and anything else that you feel could add joy to this process. The goal is simple. When you want to do something sweet or steamy, you don't have to brainstorm from scratch. You just open the chest and grab something and put it out there to this special person that you care about.
I really love that idea. And here's the mindset piece of the whole idea of the romantic war chest that makes it all work. It trains your brain to think like a romantic person, like a romantic brain. Once you decide to look for romantic opportunities, ideas start appearing everywhere like magic. But first, you've got to cut the negative self talk. No more, we never do anything fun, right? That's
I'm
not
just not a romantic. I'm just not very
exactly.
romantic.
That kind of talk kills the whole vibe before it even gets started. Yes, you are a romantic type. You can become a romantic type. It really is about training the brain, and you can replace it with talk like, I'm going to do one small romantic thing this week, and then watch how quickly these ideas and these actions add up.
And if you're not motivated, recognize that the other person in your relationship wants to be the recipient of these amazing things that you can do for them. So you need to make it stick. We challenge you. Write down your romantic ideas every single week, just one. Put it in the war chest. Over a month, you'll have 4 ideas ready. Over a year, 52 surprises you can pull out anytime.
Right. And speaking of surprises, let's talk about the fun stuff, the active ingredients in your panty, in your pantry.
Nice.
I just gave you a huge Freudian slip. I
That,
said
that was just excellent.
the romantic,
Hey,
what did
Sarah,
I
that couldn't have been better.
say? The romantic thing in your panties. Yeah, that was Freudian slip. But it's actually the romantic stuff inside your pantry.
These are gold. Stick,
Yes,
you
they
know,
are. Good Freudian slip there.
put something on the bathroom mirror, write in lipstick or something. Can't stop thinking about last night. Or leave one in their wallet, that says, meet me in the bedroom at 9 p.m. Dress code optional. You got to be sexy here. We're talking
Yeah,
sexy. We're not talking boring. We're talking about carving a little playground, in your
yeah.
life, and
And
for the two of you.
and
And
even better, when you're talking to your spouse, you can just end every sentence with "in my panties." That could
oh
also
my
work,
goodness gracious,
right? That could.
I can,
You put
or in bed. You
or
can,
yeah, in bed. In bed is the
you
classic
can
one,
just
and you
say,
can
do
also
this,
add
do this,
"in
do
my
this in bed.
panties."
Do this in bed. Do this
Exactly.
in bed.
It's time to eat lunch in my panties.
Oh my God. And speaking of, oh my
I
God.
know. I am off the hook today. Yeah.
Sarah's really got a heavy duty weekend.
I guess I've lost it. I guess I've officially lost it. So, but here are some other things you can do. You can put post-it notes for discovery in a suitcase or in a lunchbox. Hey, right? They open their lunch and you write something dirty on their napkin, for instance, and what a surprise they get. And again, it can end with "in my panties."
And I'm going to give you a bunch of these things, beyond Sarah's underwear and afterwards. But if that's where you want to be, that's fine with me. But for bigger adventures, make it epic. Make an epic picnic.
Yeah.
Pack, everything, sleeping bags, set up a backyard living room, even a local park after sunset. Zip it up, climb in with snacks and wine, and suddenly you're on a private overnight date.
And
No
keep that temper rocking.
no kids, no distractions, just the two of you under the stars. And you don't have to be under the stars. You live in an apartment, put some string lights up, or they have these amazing things where you can project nighttime on your ceiling.
Yeah.
The two of you can gaze up at the stars. And you might think some of this is corny and stupid, but let me tell you something. People like it. And while you might think it's corny, your spouse will be thrilled. I mean, unless they're in a crappy mood. I mean, don't do this when you're in a crappy mood. But when you're in a good mood, um, these are the kind of things you need to put out there. Put
Yeah.
something out there. Hello, Kimberly's here.
Yay. Hi, Kimberly.
Kimberly, nice to see you. Thanks for
Yay.
showing up. Uh,
Yeah. Well, what about love languages? Because sometimes the most romantic thing you could do is do the dishes or vacuum the floor because then she has more time for you.
yeah, which are acts of service.
They're acts of
People
service.
really appreciate
And
receiving them, and they also appreciate you doing them. I mean, all of a sudden you say, "Hey, let me do this for a change." Oh my God, that takes like a 400-pound weight off of their shoulders, and all of a sudden, they're looking at you with this halo on your head. Like you're like, "What happened to him? What did he have? Shock therapy or something? Did he like wake up? Or all of a sudden, he got horny?
oh,
Or like,
oh my gosh.
he saw some Randy movie, that like got him going. Who knows? I don't know. But the most important thing, is it's small things.
Yeah.
Small things, they compound. They always do. When you stock your romantic pantry, write one idea a week, train your mind to stay positive,
Yeah.
sprinkle in sexy post-its, surprising drawings, intimate playgrounds, chore takeovers. You're not just fixing the relationship, you are re-romanticizing the relationship. And I want to just give you a few more. So let me just run down a list. Some
Here's
of
the
them
list.
are repetitious. I brought this
Here's
list.
the list.
I wanted to give you a lot of things. I want to make sure that this podcast was jam packed for you. If we're talking about a romantic pantry, we don't want you to have to, we're going to kind of give you a running start here. After that, the creativity is up to you, and if you get smacked in the face, that ain't our responsibility, Good luck
He
to
just
you.
listened to
Or if
us.
you get rejected, you know what? You tried.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
try,
Time to call us. If you get
trying
rejected,
is
it's time to
everything.
call us.
I mean, the classic old thing was um, you'd see the guy open the door, and the wife would be completely naked, and he would come from a crappy day at work and not be interested in any of that, and just walk right past her. Everybody be disappointed, and it turned out because the truth is sometimes surprises don't always work out, you know. But the big part is you trying, and I hope that that rejection, dejection doesn't stop you, especially if you're in a long haul relationship. Sometimes just the graph is not in a good place for the two of you. You're in kind of a lull. Some of these things maybe could bring you out of the lull,
Yeah.
or they might reflect the low. You might not be able to get anything started because it's just that time of life for the two of you. Either there's depression, job problems, stress problems. Um, the list is long. But let me go through a few of these. You hear your spouse wants to take a shower, throw a hot towel in the dryer.
Just jump in the shower with them.
You
I
can do
mean,
that too, but throw
there's
a
your
towel,
opportunity.
and meet her or him with this hot towel afterwards. Let me tell you something. It's
But
very
if you have kids, just lock the bedroom door and follow your spouse into the shower. Grab the
meet,
soap in your
meet
pants.
at a special place, for dinner, or meet at a bar, and don't get there. Get there on your own, and go right up to the bar, and play. Do a little role playing. Whisper like, guess what? Tonight I came commando, right? You know,
Some
like,
people don't know what commando
yeah,
means. They think it's a TV show.
oh, no underwear. So, nothing between, your dress,
Yeah,
and the Fertile Crescent, or
exactly.
wherever you're trying to get to. Um, but look, we said this is spicy, and today, I guess it's, spring has arrived. Certainly here on the East Coast.
Yeah.
People get very randy in springtime. It brings the
And in summer.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh, some other ones, dinner with pre-planned special treats that keep coming. Um, wake up kisses after you brush your teeth. You don't have to bring your
After you brush your teeth. That's a big one right there.
it is, man. Emails to the computer, special evenings, home cooked meals, massages, and bubble baths. We talked about taking over a chore, sleep under the stars. We talked about that. Pour a bath with extras to counter a foot massage.
Yeah.
Um, a trail of treats leading to the bath, bedroom, Hershey kisses, rose petals. We've
Yeah.
seen that in the movies.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Women love
it goes
that.
well, sometimes it doesn't. Weather doldrums, cabin fever, light candles, have a fire, cook together, bake together, make food, put food.
Laugh together. Laugh together. Laughing together is highly underrated.
You could, if you'd like, I mean, eat food off each other's bodies if you want. I mean, they do that at bars at, what's that bar? They do that, Coyote Ugly. One
They
time I
do
was
that at Coyote Ugly. I thought you had to
one
travel
time
out
I
to
was in
the United
Coyote
States.
Ugly, And Coyote Ugly is people go there and they have these gel things, and people were eating these gel shots off of the
Oh,
off
the Jello shots?
of
Was
the
that in the
bartender's
movie?
stomach, off of the bartender's stomach. Nashville can get pretty wild.
Really? That's in Nashville.
Well, yeah, there is one. I think Coyote Ugly. There's one in New York. I'm not sure. There's a few of them, but
Ooh, okay.
it's from the movie Coyote Ugly. And if you want to see a funny movie, see that.
It
Uh,
is funny? Okay.
It's elongated hugs. Run your fingers down your arms and back. And say, because that tells you want them.
Yeah.
I want you. In a more of
Right.
just the
Right.
more of just the regular mundane kind of way. Do the question game. What do you like? What do you fantasize about? This is a tricky area because people are worried to say what they fantasize.
Oh, people are very worried about that.
I mean, people do not want to say it because
No, I
it
don't
might.
even know how you would approach that with a person.
Well, you can though. I mean, if two people are, thank God I'm lucky enough to be in a marriage, where I can pretty much say anything I want. And if I want to say that, I have a fantasy about that, it doesn't mean we have to do it. It just means that I get it out and we
Yeah.
talk about it and we can
Yeah.
even rev it up a little bit and,
Yeah.
do a little
Right.
play acting.
Nice.
But look, arrange your home to be more romantic, friendly.
Get rid of the clutter.
Yeah,
For
and
real.
put some
Clutter?
light, put some dimmers in those light switches to
Yes.
dim light.
Mhm.
Also, one thing I've learned, is a red light. Put a red light bulb in one of your lamps because if you're worried about body shaming or those kinds of things, which many people worry about, and it
I think
causes
every woman worries about that.
them to not have sexual, for a long time because they just don't want, they're just they're shame, they're embarrassed.
So
But
what does the red light
a red
do?
light makes everything look good. A
Really?
red light does makes things look a lot better and sexier. Try
Really?
it, try it, and you'll see what I mean.
Do you put it under a lampshade?
No, you can. It's just an issue of it being a red light changes the whole. Hey, they don't call it the red light district for nothing, Sarah.
Ah, got it.
Call it the red light district because it's about pure unadulterated sex, and
You
that's
know
it.
what?
And if you
Speaking of,
ever been to Amsterdam and you go to
yeah,
the red light district just to walk through,
and here's another one, swimming pools. You know how swimming pools have the pool light that comes on at night?
yeah, those are sexy.
Yeah, you can put different colors. You can turn the water different colors. And I remember one time there was a red light in the swimming pool at night, and it was actually very sexy. I thought it would look like blood. No, it looked more like soda, but it didn't. It was very sexy for some
You know
reason.
who's visiting? Sarah Char is visiting.
Hi,
And says hi. How are
yeah,
you?
we're
Nice,
good.
nice to have you join us for our sexy talk here.
Yes.
Um,
Who else is here? I see some people named LinkedIn user.
it's all good. It's
Yeah,
all.
all good. Yep.
But the most important, play like you used to in the sandbox. Play nice in the sandbox. Bring things to the sandbox. Remember, sandboxes, they were fun. If you didn't have a bucket, you made one. If you didn't have a shovel, you made one. Be creative. I know it's hard to be creative in this kind of thing, but let it flow. Light up a romantic flame in your spouse's life. Surprise them with gifts they don't expect in public. Eat at an entertainment venue once in a while. Hide a bottle with a note in it. Put some love messages in it. Yeah, it sounds stupid and dumb in high school, but guess what? You were having a lot more sex, when you were younger. So maybe there's something to look back on and take a look at some of those pictures when you were younger because you probably look more well sexed, than you do now. Um,
Well, and look back on the pictures of you two as a couple when you were younger and talk about the intimate moments that you had in the car.
yeah, when you did it in someone's backyard
Yeah,
or you
on
couldn't
the
wait,
kitchen counter,
or that you did it on somebody's patio,
right?
we're giving secrets away, but too bad. Get some glow in the dark chalk, write messages on the wall. Um,
Good one.
Take dancing lessons, romantic,
Romantic dancing lessons are really good.
dancing has become, I mean, has lit up a whole new romantic thing. I mean, look at Dancing with the Stars. People go cuckoo
Yeah,
from, me, I don't like it so much, but I do like to dance and it is fun
it
and
is very fun.
it can be very sexy. And
Oh, absolutely.
find a way to do lunches, have a phone date, with lunch. You have your lunch, you're talking on the phone. Welcome home flowers. Sit with them, take their shoes off, rub their feet if they don't have smelly feet, because if they have smelly feet, then,
Oh,
then that's a hygiene problem.
then give them a foot bath
And a lot
and
of
then rub their feet.
a lot of times people stop having sex because there's a hygiene issue. They don't want to,
Oh, yeah.
and they don't want to say it. They don't want to embarrass themselves. They don't want to talk about it. That's just the way it is. Hygiene problems need to be, um, they need to be said. You know, it would be great if you did this. It would be great if we did this. Take a shower before, we go ahead and rock the bed or do whatever we're going to do, on that bed rocking, big event when the big, bed rocking event happens.
Yeah.
Food, another thing that we've seen in the movies, feed them strawberries. Great.
Yes.
One, that kind of stuff. Hey, you could get way more creative even with that. Um, and there's one last one. There are strings. You can put strings, and they lead to playfulness. Like they pull a string and something happens around the house. Something comes out. Something says meet you in the bedroom or whatever it is, and it doesn't.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
hi, Gary.
hey Gary, thanks for joining us. We're having like a spring fever craziness today.
Yeah, we are apparently.
That you're enjoying it. Look, the best is yet to come from Sarah and I because again we have a lot of things coming. A new website, a beautiful, mighty network community that's just amazing.
Amazing.
And we hope that you'll avail yourself of that. And meet Cyber Screamer because
Yes.
Cyber Screamer
Meet
has
our mascot, Cyber Screamer, if you haven't already yet. He's awesome.
So what can we
basically,
do?
yeah.
What can we tell our listeners to do, Sarah, this weekend? What can we suggest that they might do this weekend? That they take this to heart, that they
Yes. Take it to heart.
that they actually do some of these things. Write the romantic ideas down if it comes to you. And again, don't be disappointed if it doesn't work. You're in the good if
Yeah.
if you're trying to do this. Sometimes you have to try 20 times to
And
break.
but don't think about it. Each time you try it, it will stay in their head like, wow, that's available to me. Right? It
Yes.
will. So there is that. So just keep
No,
trying.
just start easy. Start easy. Leave start with the post-its. Get a thing of post-its and, put sexy things on it. Put
Send them
little
a text
messages on
message.
it. What?
Send them a text message. I mean, for real. Send them, if you're in the house, surprise your spouse by sending them a sexy text message. Let's say they're sitting across from you in the living room. Send them a text message about what you want to do to them.
Yeah, especially since in our world we have people eating dinner with each other. They're not
Yeah.
talking. I mean, the candles are lit, the food is beautiful, and two people are texting. They're
Well,
they're
if
not
you're
connected.
texting during dinner, be
They're not.
texting each other what you're going to
So,
be
but
doing to
that's
each
not what's
other.
happening these days. That's not what's happening. And so
No,
it'd
it's
be
not.
better to like put the phone aside
Yeah.
and text other times.
Yeah. Exactly.
So how did we do today, Sarah? Did we get crazy today? I think we
I
did.
think we got a little crazy. Yeah.
And I think that
I let loose a little.
that's right. I think out there you can expect some more crazy because this
Yeah.
is Spicy Friday.
This
Spicy
is. This is
Friday
what
is
we
one
do.
aspect of the Discover Your Amazing Edge podcast. The second, aspect is which mind shift happens.
Yeah.
Mind shift happens, and I think we'll be here this Tuesday doing one of those. Those
Doing
are
one, yeah.
more along the lines of helping people overcome obstacles and their limiting beliefs and leaving their comfort zone, more attuned to the whole issue of our book that we wrote.
Dun, dun, dun,
I can't,
dun.
I can't find, but I'm going to go get.
Here we go. Okay, like Vanna White.
Ta-da!
Ooh,
There you go.
ooh.
Discover Your Amazing Edge.
Hey,
Sarah and I wrote this book. You can
yeah,
tune in any chapter. Doesn't matter which chapter you read because you'll benefit from each chapter. It does not have to be read from beginning to end. So anyway, it's been fun, Sarah.
it has been
It has
fun.
been fun today. Drop us a comment. Thank you for those of you that visited us today.
Hey, we love visitors. Thank you.
You warmed our hearts.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
we hope that we helped you get a little randy and horny. Uh, if we did that, then we
We
did our job.
succeeded.
Did
Yeah,
our job. So thanks for spending the time with us. Your relationship is worth every bit of this little effort, and these tools can make it fun again. And we'll be back next week with another dose of relationship medicine. Until then, keep your romantic pantry stocked and your love growing. So
yes.
have a good weekend and
Have a great
hopefully
weekend.
and play nice in the sandbox.
Yes.
And we will see you again soon.
Thumbs
Bye
up.
now.
Thumbs up. See you soon.